All right. So should I just?
Yeah.
All right. So hi everyone. Welcome to an interview with Mark Wood, one of the original members of the TranSiberian Orchestra, along with his son Elijah Wood. Thanks guys for joining us today. Mark is the inventor of the first solid-body electric violin and founder of a school program called Electrify Your Strings, and specifically the Mark Wood Experience. They're coming to Forest Hills to work with our music students and will perform on February 28th at the Forest Hills Fine Arts Center. All right. Also for Elijah, what do you do for school while on the road? How does that work for you?
I go to a private school in New York City. I went to a public school for freshman year and all before that, but I mean, it was just getting too difficult to, do schoolwork, and they weren't very understanding and all that. But so now I go to a school that, like, so I'm gone for 2 weeks, so bye, and they're like, cool, and they give me homework packets, and they're pretty organized with all that. So, but yeah, it's still a little bit tough, like when you're gone for a couple weeks to then come back and then figure it all out. But it's still worth it.
But tell Tony, Elijah, who has graduated and who's going to your school.
A lot of cool people. My favorite is the ping pong player, though. So, yeah.
Well, Yo-Yo Ma graduated from it. It's Christopher Walken, a lot of actors, Broadway, Juilliard people, anybody who's traveling and actually has a career at 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 years of age. This school is wonderful. It's right by Lincoln Center in New York, and it's great. So it's a perfect fit for him because he's out on the road with us about 3 months out of the year, and the teachers are trained and the school is trained to communicate with him almost 24/7 with homework assignments, and luckily he's doing really well.
That's good, because unless you're a rock star, you gotta stay in school, gotta study hard. Not everyone can be a rock star. All right. So this is back to you, Mark. With music programs being cut in school, how do you suggest one pursues a career in music, both with performance or teaching?
I think that what's the best news ever is that there's no real infrastructure and there's no record industry anymore, which allows musicians like myself to really call the shots. The challenge is that it's 24/7 of work. You have to work endlessly, constantly. You're doing the mailings, you're doing the bookings, you're doing the phone calls. I've got a staff here that's great helping us out. So it's a lot of pressures back on the musician. Instead of us having a record company to handle all the headaches, we now handle the headaches. But I prefer that over working at a gas station because basically all I do is music. I have no other skill. And yeah, I mean, musicians are pretty useless to the world when it comes to feeding the world and stuff like that. But I've been so blessed with my tenacity and my vision and discipline that every day I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and I do my yoga and do my phone calls and do my emails and do all the work. And then I practice and I work, and then I collapse around 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock at night, and then I wake up the next day and do it all over again. Focusing every day and every year and every month with tours and performances that allow us to maintain an income that we can pay our bills and keep everybody happy.